What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am back in the shop today. You can see the 4 coyotes that I caught. They're all put up, already all dried out. They look good. So I'm gonna send those to the tannery probably in the spring after I get done with my next trap line I'm gonna set, and then we'll do some calling this winter. But you can see some of them I caught. These are from 2 years ago. Sent them all to the tannery. They're just beautiful. My goal is I want to get enough to make a queen size blanket out of coyote hides. So with these 4 here, I think I should have enough because I got a few that are already tanned in the house as well. So, and I also want to make a hat, maybe a couple hats and some other stuff. So, but I've had several questions about my baits and lures. So I just wanted to take some time and go through it. And it's definitely not the most important thing when it comes to trapping in my mind. Location is number 1. You've got to be in an area where coyotes are gonna either smell your trap or see your trap or travel near it. So that's number 1. Number 2 is having your trap bedded solid and having your trap scent free. So those are the 3 things. Location's number 1, always. If you're setting your traps, they can be bedded as solid as possible, have 0 human scent, and if a coyote never walks by, you're never going to catch them. So you've got to have a little bit of woodsmanship, understand where the coyotes are traveling, where they're hunting, and how they're using the terrain features to their advantage. So, but to baits and lures. Like I said, not the most important thing, and I've got a variety of them in here in my trapping bucket. So I'll just get started. So this is a Mill Creek lure, Long Ranger. I actually had really good luck with this lure 2 years ago. I think I caught probably 4 or 5 coyotes on that. Super long. It's got a lot of skunk essence in it, so they can smell it from a long ways away. Didn't really use that too much this year for some reason. Must have been in a pocket that I didn't really see. Hawbakers, coyote lure number 500. Not sure if I caught any. You guys can go back and watch the videos. The very first video I made of setting all the traps this year, I kind of went through the lures and baits I was using. And then Hawbreakers, fox and coyote bait. This is more of a dry bait, and I'm not super confident with it. It doesn't have a ton of odor, and I just don't know if it has a ton of appeal. So I wouldn't recommend that bait if I was going to choose a bait. But both of those lures seem to be okay. And then next is Katmandu. This is the lure, I believe, that I used in the very first spot where I caught that bobcat the first night, and then followed it up the next night with a coyote. So that's definitely, I've caught several coyotes with it. Definitely a good lure. And then Dobbins, perfect. I've caught a bobcat with this. I think I've also caught a couple of coyotes with that. And then Caven's Yodel Dog. I've caught several coyotes with this over the past few years. Great lure. Pretty long, but not as long as the Long Ranger. And then I keep some Coyote Gland on hand. This is O'Gorman Longline Lures. I would say it's just pretty much a standard coyote gland, just ground up coyote glands. And this is another bottle of Yodel Dog. And then I've got coyote urine, fox urine. Let's see what else I've got in my bucket here. Canine Call. This is a long call lure. Carmen Superior. I like this lure a lot. It goes well with the Long Ranger. So if I'm setting in open areas where a coyote might be several hundred yards away on his travel route, I'm going to use one of those 2 lures. If I'm setting in a tighter quarters or a hard intersection and I don't want them to be able to smell it from a super long ways away and spook them, I'll use one of these short call lures. But that's pretty much it. I've got oil. This is totally odorless, scent-free oil that I use on the traps. That was that other bait. And that is it for that. And then this is just fox urine. I replenish this bottle here. And then I've got bobcat urine. And I really don't use coyote urine at all anymore. I'm either using fox or bobcat. If I'm down south, I'll use bobcat quite a bit. I'm trying to catch coyotes. And up north, around where I live, I'll use fox a lot. So now we'll get into some baits. This is just Caven's Predator Bait Plus. As you can see, almost gone. I've had pretty good luck with that. I've caught quite a few coyotes with it. And then this is Caven's Minnesota brand Predator Bait. I've had really good luck with that. That's all I used the very first year I started. And you guys don't, like, if you're just starting trapping, you don't need all of this stuff. Like, go to the store or go online, Minnesota Trapline Products or any other sites. Pick out one bait and one lure and just set your traps to that, and you'll have decent success. But you definitely want a bait, I would say moist bait with a pretty good odor and meat based. Because if the coyotes aren't going to commit to the bait and work your set, you're not going to catch them. And then I've got Blue Valley. This is Predator Bait number 2. I've got a couple of canisters of that. And then I also use a lot of venison scraps. So early in the season, if I get a deer, I'll let it sit outside for a couple of weeks, trim some scraps off of the carcass, and then just put them into one of these empty containers and take that out with me, and I use that as a bait. You don't want it to be rotten, but you want it to have a little bit of a pungent smell. So hopefully that answers some questions. This is basically the trapping bucket that I'm using. I think I got this divider tool bag on Amazon. I'm not even sure if I remember the brand, but I made a video about it last year. So if you go back and look, or maybe I'll try and tag that video up above right here. But I went through kind of what all was in here. But like I said, the oil, the bait, got pan covers. This is raccoon scent, antifreeze, and then I also use salt, just cheaper. I've got some extra trap tags in case my tags fall off, and then I've got some extra quick clasps that I use for my anchors to my traps. These are what I use to connect them. And then also in my bucket, I keep my stake driver, got a small shovel for doing dirt holes. Then I've got my auger you guys see me use. It's about 1.25 inch diameter. My sifter, and then my trapping hammer. So you use the hammer to both dig your trap sets out as well as just drive your anchors in, and then I keep that drill in there as well. So hopefully that answers some questions. I guess I can show you what else I have around the shop here. This is what I'm using for a fleshing beam. I made it myself. This was a 10-inch diameter piece of PVC, and then I fabricated this little base for it out of 2x6s. And then for knives, just got a first cut. I think it's a Weeby first cut knife. Picked up one of these brushes. I got some recommendations on that. Thing works awesome. And then I've just got a Weeby fleshing knife, and it does a pretty good job. If I have to ever get another fleshing knife, this one's contoured with the pushing side as the convex side, and I would rather have it as the concave side. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get tired of it eventually and just buy a different one, but so far it works good. I think it just takes a little bit longer because you can't cover quite as much of the hide at the same time. But I'm also not doing hundreds of coyotes a year. I'm lucky if I get 10 to 20, so just mostly doing it for fun and entertainment value, and then helping the conservation, all the other small critters and deer and pheasants, turkeys, everything. So, and like I said, I'm tanning all my hides, so I'm going to make a blanket out of most of them, and then I want to make a couple of trappers hats just to wear around when I'm calling or trapping or any of that. So, but I think that's going to wrap this video up, guys. If you have any questions, or if you'd like to see a video on anything else that I do, drop a comment down below. I love answering you guys' questions, helping you guys out. Or if you have anything that I should try, because I've only been doing this for a few years now. I'm definitely not an expert trapper, but I'm here and I'm willing to make the videos about it. So if you want to see something, let me know, drop a comment, and I'll try and cover it. Just like this bait video. Had a few people reach out and ask me about baits and lures, and I've told a few of them already that, you know, the bait and the lure is not what's going to catch the coyotes. It's the location that's going to catch the coyotes. So, but you do have to have a bait that a coyote's going to be willing to commit to. And I can kind of show you. Let me grab one of these, open it up, and show you what it actually is. So it looks like pretty much just ground up meat and fat. And it's definitely got some gland lure mixed in with it. But they'll be able to smell it from quite a ways away, so that's what's going to get them to come and investigate your trap set. And then if it's something that they think that another critter has hidden in there, or if they think there's a mouse or something that died in the hole, and you can get them to commit to working that set, you're going to catch them almost every time. So, but I think that's going to do it for this video, guys. Like I said, any questions, concerns, comments, drop a comment. And thanks for watching. Loving all the support, all you guys commenting on the videos. I try and read every single comment and reply if it's a question. So if you guys have anything, just let me know. Hoping to get my trap set. I guess this is my setup for boiling traps. I boil them in this pot, and then I've got this pot for wax, and then I've got them set up over here. So they're all freshly waxed and ready to go out, and I'm hoping to get those all out this weekend. So there's a couple of sets that I want to make for a badger. I've never caught a badger, so I'm going to try that again this year. Last year I had one set, but I'm going to put 2 or 3 over there this year. He's still in the area, so I want to catch him. But otherwise, just out there having fun, trying to catch a few coyotes. So thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit that like button. It helps the channel out. Gets it in front of a broader audience. People are liking the videos, and then it comes up as recommended for other people. So it's been a fun ride so far this year. We'll try and keep it up. I'll get that set out this weekend, and then I'll have that up until Christmas. So hopefully we can catch at least a few more coyotes, and hopefully a badger. So stay tuned, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.